Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a very urgent message for the Divine Feminine. Please keep in mind that these messages may or may not resonate with everyone. So just take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that do not, okay? Divine Feminine, if you have ever had any doubts about who you are, what you're made of, or why your experience has been the way it is, you need to brace yourself because something very powerful is about to unfold in your life. This energy that I'm tapping into is very sacred and personal. It taps into the parts of yourself that you explore when you're alone, and maybe even the things that may keep you up at night. Your ability to see into yourself is creating an entirely different reality for you. You may have a genuine curiosity about the unseen realm. You may even wonder who you really are in spirit. And this is not in terms of your name, your age, and the other labels that have been placed upon you. You want to know the real you and what you're made of and why you're here, and what you bring to this time and space that directly sets you apart. And I'm getting that for a very long time, you identified with things that happened to you instead of who you really are. You can look back at certain groundbreaking moments that have shaped you and molded you into the person that you have become today. But there's always been a deep inner knowing that there's so much more to you. Some of you may even be afraid to know the truth because it vastly differs from everything that you've been told about yourself. This message is for a very specific feminine energy who has been deeply desiring an understanding of your internal power, but there's always been this underlying energy of you feeling held back by something outside of yourself. It's important for you to know that all the illusions in your world are literally being shattered one by one. At this time, you're being blessed with a clean slate. So your spiritual team, your ancestors, and your higher power are literally guiding you directly toward your sacred inheritance. This message is not for everyone. I'm getting that clearly. But I'm also getting that you'll know instantly if it is yours. This feminine energy is very in tune with the universe, and you are on a journey of remembering who you really are. If you have been feeling really intense emotions lately, it's because your soul desires to be free. A lot of you were specifically chosen to change the energy, frequency, and vibration of your bloodline. Many of you may come from a lineage where for a very long time the sacred feminine energy was not fully respected or even nurtured. So it's imperative for you to walk in your divinity in this lifetime. I'm also getting very clearly, if you just had an idea of who you are in the spiritual realm, you would show up in the world differently. It would affect how you speak, how you walk, and your overall level of confidence. And this is also the key to you accessing your sacred inheritance in this physical realm. This points to your creative code that unlocks the abundance that has been assigned to you and only you. That's really sticking out here. When you align with this energy, it is completely tailored to you, meaning all you have to do is show up as your most authentic self. This energy is also relevant to this eclipse season, which may be very emotional for a lot of you because it's designed to bring you to your best. Your guides want to show you that you were created differently. The energy surrounding this eclipse season may have been very heavy, and I'm getting that this has been a huge blessing in disguise because it's wiping away all the subconscious programming that may have been keeping you stuck in a loop of energy or even a cycle. This stage of your journey really requires you to align with the truth about yourself and others so that you are no longer living in a state of darkness. So it's normal at this time to feel this sort of spiritual tug of war where there's really no line of demarcation. There's this merging of energies where you see everything clearly. So at this time, you can easily identify the people who speak to your higher energetic body and also the people who speak to your lower energetic body. It can also feel like you're just in this middle place. And this is because you are aligning your sacred feminine and masculine energies, okay? I also just got seer very clearly. So you were born with the gift of insight and divine clarity. And this comes with great responsibility. This feminine energy that I'm tapping into, your guides want you to know that you are not a linear being. You have the ability to shift your reality with a thought. You have the ability to quantum leap into totally different timelines. Okay? And this energy makes you highly magnetic. There will be multiple people coming towards you because this energy that we're under is a collective energy. Some of these connections will stick and grow over time because they will come from a more authentic place. And others will immediately bring you back to a past timeline. So this is how you'll know who can come with you and who simply cannot. This current energy is all about what you identify as truth, divine feminine, especially as it pertains to your sustenance and what you need physically to thrive in this physical realm. And this is why your blessings are coming in so rapidly, because you deeply understand spiritual law and because you have been given the gift of insight. You know that whatever you repeat over and over again is what your mind accepts as the truth. And your guides want you to know that at this time, your gifts are being sharpened. Your mind is literally the most powerful aspect of your being, as your thoughts create your reality and the experience that you're having right now. And especially as the feminine energy, the subconscious mind takes it a step further because it's unconscious. It's the part of our psyche that rules things that we do without even knowing why or even having control over it. This message is for a feminine energy who has actually been spending sacred time with yourself, learning and unlearning, and also just identifying things that are still taking up space without you being consciously aware of it. If this is resonating with you so far, you may be seeing a lot of number synchronicities. You may be seeing the numbers 144 and also 555, as this energy portal is all about massive change. But this is in a very different way, and it's happening with a different approach. This is a very personal energy, as this is highlighting the hidden aspects of yourself, the parts of you that you don't openly discuss with the world, the part of yourself that is way too personal to share, but it still very much influences how you do everything. This is about truly knowing who you are in the spiritual realm, so that this version of you is what you embody here in the physical. And this is not easy to navigate through. Your guides want you to know that they are extremely proud of you. You are so loved and supported on this journey because you have literally shifted your reality by way of your mind. And now you are officially aligning with the life that God has designed for you, where your gifts will make room for you, okay? You've been given the gift of clarity, divine insight, high intelligence, the ability to read energy. You may be blessed with a lot of other creative abilities, but this spiritual gift is really leading the way. It's really helping you to unpack aspects of yourself that may have been hidden, okay? Your aura at this time is radiating and attracting all of your deepest desires. For some of you, this energy may hit you all at once. For others, you will definitely see this phase out over the next 6 months. Divine Feminine, because you possess such powerful spiritual insight. God is serious about you and really has been showing you nothing but the truth. I'm getting that you have been seeing hard, cold facts in a way that you won't be able to deny it so that you can be your best self. This season of your life comes with great responsibility because there are some very beautiful rewards that come with it. When you align with the ultimate truth, you have instant access to your birthrights, which is your purpose, your people, your prosperity, and also spiritual protection. Things are beginning to align in your life like never before. This feminine energy that I'm tapping into here, realize that this has been about you the entire time. Your relationships, where you were on your journey, were merely the physical manifestation of your self-belief. And your journey has been all about showing you who you are in the spiritual realm so that you can operate in your power in the physical. This is where you are currently. And this is why you are being given access to your sacred inheritance, because you have a deeper understanding of all the moving parts. And if you're still moving through this energy, remember to be very gentle and very easy on yourself. This eclipse energy is extremely powerful. It can leave you feeling depleted or even ungrounded, but over time it will definitely get better. You're being guided to hold onto your truth and rest because there are major energetic upgrades happening at this time. Divine Feminine, this lunar eclipse was probably one of the most important shifts you will ever experience because your shell has been removed. So naturally, the impressions that you've held on to for comfort or to justify your ways of being are being stripped away because you are way too powerful to cling to the illusions of this 3D realm. And also things that people want you to believe is true. Your mind is too sharp and you've done way too much work on yourself. And so your guides want you to get ready for a major quantum leap. They may actually have you looking totally unrecognizable to yourself and others. But remember that this energy is extremely personal. It's not about others. It's about the ways in which you may have allowed your interactions and experiences with others, good or bad, to shape your reality, and how over time this chips away at your authenticity and you begin to wear this as an identity. So you may have definitely been showing up in your past as someone who was heavily impressed upon. So much so that maybe you begin to actually question your true self. And your true self is your intuition. That little voice inside, that nudge, the inner knowing that's always trying to get your attention. That's the real you. And at this time, it's almost as if the Creator is trying to get your attention because it's been in the possession of other people for way too long. It's really time to focus back on you and your own personal mission, okay? Your loves, your talents, and your natural way of being. A lot of you truly feel unease because you are naturally here to live and love freely. And somewhere along your journey, you face opposition to that. These situations have maybe even hardened you a bit to things that used to make you smile and laugh and just light up your life. That was never the plan for you, Divine Feminine. And so anytime you feel like things are out of place or you feel rushed, these are actually the moments where you're being guided to slow down, to nurture yourself, to enjoy the journey fully, trusting that nothing will pass you by. So if you've been feeling this energy very intensely lately, it's because you are heavily connected to the divine. But also, your spiritual essence is way more powerful than you think. And it's time for you to assume this position of inner knowing, to know that the answers are already coming to you and that the timing of your life is perfect. This is the chapter of your life where you fully transmute your energy. This is where you transition from caterpillar to butterfly. This is also going to be a time where you get extremely close to the divine, to your spiritual team, to your ancestors, and build an unbreakable trust so that you can enjoy the natural flow of your life. This is also about highlighting that underlying energy that subconsciously drives you, because by vibrating on the frequency of your sacred inheritance, you are calling in huge opportunities, and these are going to be permanent. This type of spiritual authority comes with blessings that no one can take from you, Divine Feminine. There's a lot of new, fresh energy that your guides are pushing you towards simply because you deserve this and you've done the work. And it's really time for you to own it and hold this vibration. So some of you may be a little nervous to step into the unknown. You may not even know what's on the other side. You may even be comfortable being able to see everything and easily identify the positive and negative aspects of the people, places, and things that are currently in your life. But this next stage really requires you to believe that everything you have experienced can only get better. This is the vibration that your guides want you to hold. This is about changing your state of being, vibrating on the frequency of your sacred inheritance. This is stepping up every single day, claiming your birthrights, already knowing that a solution is coming, living in a more effortless manner as the feminine energy, and also trusting that that inner nudge that you feel on the inside, that is your quantum self. That is your higher self. That's the voice that's guiding you home, that's guiding you to your sacred inheritance, everything that you need in this physical realm. And so, although many of you have been blessed with so many spiritual gifts, you have been specifically given, I'm getting clearly, the gift of divine clarity and insight. Your mind is a magnet, literally. And so every single time that you ascend, you begin to live in a whole nother reality that gives you access to people, place, and things. And you are now at this place where you are absolutely accessing your sacred inheritance. And by you just being you, Divine Feminine, you tapping into your own creative codes, your talents, your likes, your desires. This is how you unlock this magic. This is about you totally understanding the power of your energy in holding this frequency in order to create. This is what you're here for, to create. This definitely requires you to trust that your best days are ahead of you. It also requires you to feel the fear and do it anyway. You'll often find that the only thing that's holding you back is merely a state of being or a certain mindset. So you may definitely feel the urge to release whatever feels heavy so that God can make ample room to bless you, okay? So over the upcoming months, you will definitely begin to feel so much lighter, almost as if you're taking off layers of yourself that have been weighing you down. And so if you've been feeling a little on edge, this is why. Some of you may have been going through a full-blown tower moment, okay? But trust me, it gets better. And trust that the Most High is making room for you to have everything that your heart desires. Aligning with this energy unlocks everything that you need in this life to live your best life. And the more you identify this as truth, joy, peace, and prosperity instantly becomes your natural state of being. So all you're required to do is make room for God to be God, Divine Feminine. That's all you have to do. You're being guided to hold this vibration and to allow God to do the rest, okay? So this is the message that I have for you all tonight. This is a very personal energy. I feel like this is directed to a very powerful, sacred, feminine energy that is here to really unlock your highest potential. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.